Aquarius, it's Empress Rose here, and we're going to do your reading. These are general readings, so take what works, leave what doesn't. If I don't catch your energy wave or storyline for this one, go check your other major placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. And what else was I going to say? That's my cat. Maybe you heard him meowing. Okay, so we're going to start with the Oracle Mystical Moments deck. We are grateful for the message, the accurate message we're about to receive for Aquarius. We've got a couple almost spinners here. Okay, all right, we've got two, we'll take. Oh dear, oh my, okay. We have Morning Dew Girl. So this is halfway through or partway through or in the middle of a grief process. This grief process is important. There's something that you've lost, and there's something that you're not talking about, but you do have this very deep grief process that you're going through. This is for your future growth, though. I mean, we always want to do as thorough a job as we can with our grief processes. We don't want to stop it. We don't want to interfere with it. We don't want to avoid it. We want to dive into it and experience it, and then we can come out the other side. You know, it's the seed that goes in and dies, but from this seed cracking open, you know, we have this growth out of the dirt. So we bury the seed. So it's a grief process, or I don't know if I'm explaining that well, or, you know, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's a grief process. You want to do it. You want to go for it. You want to be in it because it leads to future growth. If you avoid it, if you know, try to get over something faster than you can get over, than you should be getting over something, it truncates the whole process and you end up with like an ingrown hair type grief process that irritates you forever. I mean, not like grief. It's not like you can like just grieve and then be done with it, but it is like, you know, having an open, honest grieving process with yourself and just, you don't have to talk about it. You're not talking about it. You got your little bird here. Your little bird you're not sending off, you're not talking about it, but you're going through something. You're going through something, an ending of some kind, and it's causing some grief. And this is here to tell you that the grief is for a purpose. It's for your future growth. And it's, I wouldn't say it's a good grief. That reminds me of Charlie Brown, but it's not a good grief, you know. It's just what has to happen for good health and your future. We also have Queen Bee here, which is not my favorite card because I see just too many interpretations. Plus, I had a very awkward in-person reading where this card showed up. And I had to shut down the reading. Sorry, can't read for you. Queen Bee here, we have, we have this looming figure, this looming female figure. We can be talking about some honey and some stingers with this person. So that's how I view this, is sometimes we have this like looming female figure, nurturing, yet also has some sting to her, some bite, some sharpness, maybe, you know, is helping you sustain your life a little bit or something like that, but it is a little bit stingy. We also have like a sexuality vibe here. Obviously, we've got birds and the bees here being primed to pollinate and cross-pollinate these flowers. So, you know, this often reminds me of female sex organs. We've got the fallopian tubes and the eggs and all that stuff. So there is like a reproductive vibe going on here. So we could be talking about a mother figure, Queen Bee. You know, and then we have just the Queen Bee from, you know, high school and middle school, and the person that thinks they're popular, but everyone's just afraid of them and doesn't really like them. So, so we have like a sort of a sharpish queen figure here, a sharpish female figure that both sustains and harms. Okay, we're dealing with Moonology now. We're going to go to Moonology. What do we have for Aquarius today, Moonology? What's the message we have for Aquarius? All right, that looks good. I'm happy. Balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So, I don't know, sometimes these things, balance, spirituality, and practicality, I wish they would go away. I might Sharpie them out or something. But full moon in Pisces, we have two things sort of coming together, or honestly, they kind of look like they're circling each other for a fight or something like that. I mean, it's Pisces, it's supposed to be like emotional and some sort of yin-yang vibe, but I just feel like maybe it's this queen bee thing that's given me that vibe, that we have two things kind of circling each other, almost ready to duke it out. And it could be spirituality and practicality. It could be your intuition fighting with what you need to be doing. It could be two things that are difficult to balance perfectly. This is actually reminding me of the Two of Pentacles card, of juggling two things. And you might have gotten a little dreamy, and so this is a call to better balance of something. What you want, what somebody else wants. This card has a lot of balance to it too. It's very symmetrical. We've got two flowers here. So I think we're talking about, two things needing to come into balance, needing to come into harmony. They look like they're about to duke it out. They're sort of circling each other. I don't know why I see that. I see them like dogs sniffing each other's butts and maybe about to attack, or maybe about to mate. I don't know, But we've got these two things here that need to be more imbalanced and more... And the queen bee has that duality vibe too, of the honey and the stinger. And we've got, these two fish. So yeah, there's a dichotomy here. And it's needing to be balanced out. Sometimes we can just live with the dichotomy. Sometimes we can just, it's two things. It's two different things. There's my intellect over here that I work with in certain parts of my life, my intuition over here that I work with in parts of my life, and it's a dichotomy. And I go between the two worlds, but I don't, I don't ask my intellect, my logic brain to like come over here and fiddle with my intuitive situation. And they kind of do though, actually. They kind of feed each other. Maybe there's not as much duality as I thought. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna move on. I'm in a funky mood. I'm in a funky mood right now, Aquarius. I've had to change my clothes 5 times today. Twice because of stains. So I was thinking of doing naked tarot because that would save on laundry, but that would be for like a Patreon. And then I was laughing because like, who really needs is there a demand for a middle-aged tarot reader reading naked? I don't think so. Although certainly the 65-year-olds would be happy with that. Okay, ethereal visions, past, present, inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. In your recent past, we have Knight of Wands. We have a very focused, determined energy. No, not focused necessarily. We have a determined, inspired energy, maybe having to do with sexuality again. Look at that. The queen bee. The Knight of Wands, he's very good at one thing. He's got his wand in his hand here. But he's good at one thing, and this is inspiration usually, or creativity, or something like that. And so also, he and his horse are ready to charge forward, move forward. So in the recent past, you've had some fast-moving energy, some quick-moving, inspired energy that's moving forward with a dream. There's a little bit of magic here. We've got the salamanders, which are sort of like a phoenix, but for lizards, kind of, sort of regeneration kind of vibe here. So some regenerative, passionate energy coming in. In your present situation, we have the 10 of Cups. So we have a very fulfilling situation, emotionally fulfilling, where you have what you need. You have what you need. This is also can be the fulfillment of the suit. So whatever situation you're in is having the fullness of joy that you can expect from it. We have the results of our love have come in, and we're very happy with it, but this is Unless we do more, this is where it ends. This is as fulfilling as we're going to get. As fulfilled as we're going to get. So I wonder how this is playing in with the morning dew girl. Okay. But anyway, in your inner landscape, we have 8 of Swords. You feel trapped. You are not trapped. You may be having like a mantra like, you're afraid that you're trapped maybe, and afraid that you're not going to be able to get out of the situation that you're in. You may be having a mantra of, I can't do this. I can't see. I'm trapped. I'm stuck. And every time you say that, the bonds get tighter. So the trapped is in your mind. It's because of what you're telling yourself about your situation. And that is very difficult to see, to understand from yourself. I mean, this is where people outside of us can help and that kind of thing. Help us free ourselves from our own limitations that we have in our own mind. So this might be something you're afraid of. You might be afraid of being trapped and being stuck in a situation. You are not. But you also might be afraid of be worried that you're only stuck because you think you're stuck, but it seems like you're just worried that it's your worries that have you stuck. It's your fears that have you stuck. You're telling yourself something that's not true, but that thing is trapping you more than any external source. Because here she's got all these swords. She can go up to them and she can scrape out and rub on the swords and get these ropes undone and then free herself the rest of the way and get out. She could leave, but for whatever reason, she believes that she's trapped and she cannot see the way out. So that's what's going on inside you. You're having some sort of belief issue where you're trapped. You're believing that you're trapped. And this card is here to tell you that you're not actually trapped. And then at issue, this card is also about what is that? When you feel really sorry for yourself or your own little pity party, when you could leave, you can physically leave this situation, but some part of you is staying and it's worth exploring why you're not seeing what you need to come out of, why you're not seeing that you can leave, why you're not seeing that. How come you don't see that? Is that a mental habit? Are you getting something out of being here? Do all the people going by her go, oh, poor her, she's stuck there. And that would be awful. Does she get off on that in a way or what? So this is actually complex work to free your mind of its own illusions and its own limitations can be incredibly complicated work. So you may desire to get some help sorting through, what swords are really there and what swords are not really there, Okay, at issue is this 4 of Swords. This is sickness, illness. If we take this upright, it's time for a nap. If we take this in the reverse, which we do in this position, this is not heeding the warning signs and being sick, being ill. When you have the freedom to go to bed as soon as you feel a little tickle in your throat or as soon as you feel a little fever coming on, it is my experience that those sicknesses don't last very long. Like, okay, oh gosh, I'm getting a little tickle, I'm gonna go to bed now, and then your body uses all its energy to fight off whatever's coming on. But it was the times in my life, it's been the times in my life where I'm working full time and have 2 young kids and they're coming home with all the germs and I can't take a nap and I can't do anything. And then I was sick all the time. So this is like, you didn't listen to the little, you might have had to plow through. I mean, there was no option there. So, I just had to plow through and then get very sick. So, but that's sort of this vibe is like, you didn't listen to the little tickle in your throat that said maybe you should go to bed. or the little like, I'm feeling a little unhappy or something like that. And now whatever it was that you were supposed to listen to that was trying to tell you you needed a break or trying to tell you needed to go to bed and take a nap, you didn't listen to it. And so now it's creating a much bigger issue where you're going to be forced to take a time out. You're going to be forced. This is now a forced rest. We gave you a chance. The universe gave you a chance to take a voluntary nap. You did not. Now it's telling you that if you don't take care of yourself through this, you're going to be having a forced nap. And in your environment is the Nine of Wands. So, I mean, maybe you are going to end up with a forced nap because this is wounded warrior. You're not done. You're not done fighting. You're not done. You got to stand your ground. You're wounded. You're hurt. You need the fucking nap. You need to go to the hospital. You need help. But this battle's still going on. And so you still got to stand by your vision, stand by your creative vision, stand with what's yours. And defend it. Defend your stance. Defend your ideas. Defend what. So that's something in your environment. So this isn't necessarily you, but it is probably you. But there's a situation in your environment that's not stopping, even though you're wounded, even though you need a break, even though you're tired. It's still not going to stop. It's going to keep going on, and it's going to demand that you keep dealing with it. So that's what's going on in your environment. Your to-do list is this Four of Cups. I find this very interesting in the to-do list. This is about not taking anymore. Not taking, you're being offered another cup and you're like, I've already had these 3 cups. They were not delicious. Why would I want to bring this new cup? So typically in any other position, I would say that you're being called to open your eyes and take the cup and look at the cup and that might be the case. There might be something that's being offered to you, some sort of opening here to get out of this Eight of Swords energy, to help soothe this battle that you can't seem to escape from. There might be something here that's coming in and you just need to open your eyes. So this could be something you're being asked to open your eyes to, a divine gift that's coming down towards you here, and accept that. Accept that. I am also feeling that this Four of Cups could be about not taking another cup on. You're tired, you're exhausted, you need a break, you feel trapped, you're not, but you feel it, and you're not able to pull out those thoughts and to sort through those thoughts and really understand that you're not trapped. But this might be saying like, be very picky. Be a little bit more picky about, the emotional cups you accept. This cup does look like it's coming from the divine, but it's possible it's not coming from the divine. So I'm getting a feeling here of you needing to be picky, be choosy. Don't take everything that's offered to you. But in another sense, you may need to open your eyes and see that there is something being offered, and it is for you. And these ones weren't divine. These emotional issues that you've already taken, this is what's frustrating about this card. And this card can also represent some sort of depression too. So of just like not caring anymore, not wanting anymore. So it may be that these cups, you already had these cups, and now when the divine cup comes, you're done. You're passed out. You had too much wine and you're passed out under this tree and you can't see this divine thing coming in. So it might be, and I know that that's not like the most fabulous clarity I've ever experienced here. It could be one of two incredibly opposite things. One of them has you opening up your eyes and realizing that there is an opportunity coming in, or there is an offering coming in, something to pull you out of this slump, this depression that these other cups have gotten you into. And you just need to, open your eyes and see that this is the cup. This is the cup that the divine is offering you. So that could be your to-do list. The other part of your to-do list is like, just rest and don't take any more cups. Just be done with the cups. Maybe I'll clarify that because that seems, this is a very opposite to-do lists, I think. Your possible outcome is an inspired new beginning. Being able to start anew, being able to a creative inspiration, something from the divine. Maybe it's that you need to you need, sometimes, you know, when we have decisions to make, we get a first offer, and we need to say no to it because something better is coming. So this could be something better coming. And, you know, it's okay to decline this first offer, or this offering, the particular offering, because you have a brand new beginning here coming in. This is one of the possible outcomes of either declining this or opening your eyes to it. I guess it can go both ways, like opening your eyes to that, and starting a new inspired creative journey. I'm gonna pull a Moonology for this clarification on this Four of Cups. Which direction are we going with this Four of Cups? Is it, maybe it's different for everybody. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon, letting go. So I think it is about, you know, just being done with the cups for a while. Just be done accepting whatever emotional things come flying at you. Just don't accept it anymore. It's okay to close your eyes. I mean, I'm just seeing this Four of Cups, this Four of Swords here, which is the nap, the forced nap. Take time to breathe out, let go. Let it go. This is actually a really interesting exercise just with breath work, of just letting things go, and how relaxing that is to let the breath, and focus on on letting the breath leave, and letting something go, letting something relax, you know, letting this go. You do have a new beginning coming in here, so I want you to, you know, understand that there's this new inspired, and I think it's going to be a lot clearer than this. This is more of the same, and you're done with the same and you don't want it. This is something different. This is something new and coming in. So I think it's taking time. I mean, you've got this Four of Swords here. It's time to take a nap. To, you know, don't accept any more cups. I think that's where we're going. So, all right, Aquarius, I hope that was helpful for you, and I love your likes, comments, and subscribes, and they are both encouraging to me personally, and also they help raise the profile of the channel, so that other people who would find these messages useful can find them more easily. So thank you, and have a wonderful week.